So yes, hello student, welcome to my channel called with Rahul Kumawat. We have discussed what the bit manipulation is, how the bit manipulation can be used in order to reduce the time complexity substantially. So in that process, now we are going to discuss our lecture 2, which is based on bit manipulation itself only, in which I will discuss that how the bit manipulation can be useful in order to solve the questions in data structure algorithm, and that's why it become a very lucrative topic for farm companies. So if you are preparing for farm companies, you need to understand that how the time complexity can be reduced from order of n squared to order of n, even to order of n to order of log of n. So that's why the bit manipulation is very useful here, and the bit manipulation is very faster because in bit manipulation we manipulate bit only, and the bit which is useful and which is understood by the computer itself only, and that's why the bit manipulation is very important and hot topic for data extraction algorithm. Now we are going to discuss the how the bit manipulation can be applied in data extraction algorithm. For example, the first question that I'm going to discuss here, it is that we need to check the odd and even. Now we can check the odd and even by using the brute force approach as well. In the brute force approach, what we are doing in this brute force approach is that in brute force approach we think that integer, for example, there is a function which tells us that the number is odd or even. For example, this is a function and the integer x is given to us, and we need to write a code in which we are going to discuss that this x is integer x is odd and even. So what we are doing in the brute force approach is that we are going to think that if x x modulo 2 is equal to 0, it means what? It means that should be, it means what? It means that should be your it means it should be what? It should be even only. It means it should be true, and otherwise what? Otherwise this will be false. So this will be false. So these is a brute force approach in which we are going to discuss that this function is even or odd. But after that, what we are going to discuss here, it is that now we are going to use the bit manipulation here itself only. Now what we are doing in the bit manipulation is we understand one thing in bit manipulation. What this one thing is in bit manipulation, what we are going to discuss is that this integer is odd or even. In bit manipulation, we are going to consider that if there is odd number, if there is a odd number, it means what? It means the last bit will be 1 for sure. If last bit will be 1, it means it should be the odd number. And in the case of even number, what we are going to discuss here, it is the last bit will always be 0. It means if there is a last bit which is equal to 1, it means it should be the odd number. If the last bit is equal to 0, it means it should be the even number only. So in this case, what we are going to discuss here, it is that if we want to write the function in such a way that suppose if integer x is going to define to us, and now we are going to discuss that if this this x is integer is odd or not, then we can think that if x and 1 is equal to true, it x and 1 is equal to true means what? If x and 1 is equal to 1, it means it should be what? It should be odd number. If it should be odd number, then it should return false. Else what? Return even only. Else what? Else return true only. So yes, this is the application of a bit manipulation, where we can even think at the bitwise operator and choose to create a number, that number is even and odd. So a lot of application that we are going to discuss in further lecture, but in this lecture we have discussed that the even and odd measurement is very easy for the bit manipulation, and this is a first and foundational aspect of a bit manipulation application in data extraction algorithm. So in the next video, in the next lecture as well, we are going to discuss a lot of application in which we are going to write a lot of code by considering the bit manipulation. So stay tuned for this and subscribe the channel if you are aspire to become a software developer in the future. Thanks for watching.